Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to do an art journal page using Art by Marlene's. Let's see. Artsy Arabia. Here's the 2 packs that I'm trying to get used up, seeing as how I got a bunch more for my birthday. So today, this is what I'm gonna do. Now, here's what I do. I have an old phone. I'll make my composition. I got gloves on today because inks, yes, and I have to go to work later. I make my composition. Then I take a picture of it. Or you can take a picture of it. I'm with my phone that I'm using to record and put it on my computer and look at that. But that way, you have what you need before you take this all off to do your background. So let me move all this off and we'll get to spraying. Okay, and we'll also be using Dylusions, maybe some borders. These are the 2 that I have. So yeah, let's get spraying. Now, a lot of my stuff is blues and greens, so I'm going to go warms. I want to do the yellow in the middle. Then I'll go orange, if it'll work. None of these like to work. Oh, there we go. And then, do I want pomegranate? Let's see. Oh, I hate when these don't want to work. And I have watered down some lemon zest so that I can move some of these colors out of my way. I don't know if I want cherry pie or post box red. Let's just go with a little bit of cherry pie. And let me find a piece of paper to pick all this up on. All right. I'm liking that. I just found some scratch paper to pick up the excess with. And I'll set that aside somewhere, not to get yucky. So let me dry this. We'll see how this looks as our background. All right, it is somewhat dry. I'm liking that, but let's see what our composition looks like a little bit better. And all I did, let me mention that now, was change the way my pieces looked. Okay, let me show you what I mean. No, I'll keep my gloves on. Let me find this piece here. And is she in this one? No, but some of these, all these tiles, let me show you. This piece right here, I didn't like all the red. Let's see if we can find it in here. All I did was take the pieces that I wanted to use. It's right here. I didn't like all the yellow, red, and the blue. I changed it to be what I wanted it to be. It went from this to this. All I did was take some of those square pieces in here, the square tiles. I cut them, put them on there, cut them up. I cut the big red piece off, found a heart that I wanted, put that on there, and then put the Be Happy. You can alter your pieces however you want. You can paint them Same with just her head. I took a flower. I wanted her to have a body. So, yeah, there we go. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. I think that's going to be good. And yes. All right, so let me stand these up so that they don't leak on me. I'll get those out of the way. And okay. Now I know I have light sources up here, those lanterns. So what I want to do is I have a water brush, and I'm going to make sure there's plenty of water in it. And I'm just going to add some streaks that I can take out. So that it looks like I have light shining. Light sources. I mean, yeah, you could sprinkle water or splash it. But all right, just pick that up. That's not going to work, is it? I need to get this really, really wet. There we go. And then just pick it up. Do it again. Put this on the bottom. You know what? Screw it. Whoops. Didn't mean that. That's not nice. But when you're trying to achieve something and it does not want to cooperate, it kind of, but that's not right for me to say that word. I should say forget it. Well, mine is not ghosting very well, so I wonder why. It's fine. I'll do white splashes on it. But first, I'm going to dry the water off. Okay, I have some 5x8 stencils, Dylusions, and I think I'm going to use the stars. So, let's put it back in the box. That's why I haven't taken my gloves off yet, because I gotta know if I'm done. So I will use lemon zest. We used lemon zest. We used squeezed orange. And we used cherry pie. That's what we made this with. Where is the... There it is. Cherry pie. These were the three we used. So I'm going to go back in with lemon zest and add some stars. And then find my piece of paper. Then I put that off on and just put it down. Let it soak it up. All right, let's dry this and see how that looks. Okay, you can see them just a little bit, not a whole lot. Excuse me. So, and I just cleaned it off on here. What I might do is, once I get everything put in, I might just take this and put it in there with some white paint. So I'll move this stuff out of the way. And move this out. Let's pick a border. I mean, it can't be too big because this is only a, let's see what size journal this is, 5.5 by 8. This is the visual Strathmore Mixed Media journal. So which one? Just pick one. And then I have the Dylusions stamp block. But until I had that, I'm a sewer. I had one of these. Or you can use a ruler. A ruler will work too. It's all acrylic. Any acrylic ruler. So, I guess I'm done with the inking. I take these off and keep them for when I'm using spray inks or any type of inks. I've learned that lesson now because it gets into my nails really bad. And my skin's dry, so it stains my skin even worse. So, there's that. All right, let's see. I think we'll go with this one. Actually, no, yeah. Did I put it back in the wrong one? Probably. Sure did. There it is. Yep. So, I will lay this down on the edge. Get my stays on. See, that's what I have. Put that on there. Move this over here. And I'll start at this bottom. Yep, I like that. Let's move you just a tad bit more. That way you can see it. And I'll come over and just ink this off camera. And I'll turn this because I know that these spines get in the way. That's why I have it on the very edge of my stamping block. I'm giving it good pressure, lifting it back, and I can make it darker with a pen if I want. And there's that. I'll come over here, lay that down first, and I'll give this some good pressure and leave it there for a second. Let that ink there we go. Now I want to try and no, because then if I run into an issue, there's that. And there's that. And let's see. I will clean this off. Paper towel, not the best because it leaves such fuzzies. What I'm going to do is I will only do half of it. Why? I need some conditioner for my rubber stamps. I will look and see where I need to just stamp. So that would be right here. And I'll just put it down right here. So that's as far as I will put ink. I don't even know if I want that up there though, because I have all these lanterns that are going to go up here. Yeah, I don't want it up there. So that took care of that. Alrighty, moving along. Let's start gluing stuff down. And you can use any glue. You can use Eileen's tacky glue. You could use a glue stick that you can get from Dollar Tree. Let me find one here. Yep. Craft Bond. These work. Extra strength glue stick. These work good. I have this, and that's what I'll use. And here's what I mean. Here's my old phone. I'll use this picture to redo my composition here. So, put her down. Actually, let me put her in the frame first. I'll see where I like her the best. I can have her this way. I can have her this way. I think I have her straight up and out. I can have her like that. That works. So I'll just tip her forward a little bit. Put some glue on her. Move her around a little bit. And I won't waste that glue, that's for sure. And I had just taped this little piece back on here. So I can actually lift this up a little bit. So that I can get some glue back in here. Put that down. And now all I'll do is put some glue on here. Now be careful because you don't want any to squeeze out on here because inks are very reactive. And I'll just put this down. And I'm just looking at my old phone. And let's see, come back out. Where's the little kitty? All right. Just put some glue on that. And if you have a hard time sometimes like me, I have tweezers that I can use. EK tools, you just squeeze them. And I'll just put her little kitty cat right there. It's got a little heart with it. And I'll just do that. Alrighty. Let's see here. Let's get these put on here like we had them. So I'm going to add the chain to them. Here's our saying, let your true colors shine through. It makes me think of this Cyndi Lauper song. Yeah, that'll have to go back behind here a little bit. Some of these will hang off a little bit, but that's okay. All right, let's get gluing. And I will move my chair up a little bit. Take a sip of coffee. Make sure I'm in the shot good. And I'm going to put this down. What I'll do is I'll pick this up and put a dot on it of where I want this one. Ones that are attached to each other, I will put just a tiny dot. So that when I pick them up, they'll stay where they're at. Do you understand what I mean? Like, I know that one goes right here in this corner. Put a little dot. And let's see, don't move around too much. I want you right there. I'll move over just a little bit. I'll put you right here so I know where you go. All right, so see what I did there? Now I'll come back over here and put glue on everybody. And I'll lay this down like that. I'll pick up this one and put some glue on it. These little teeny ones. All right. I like simple and easy. If several elements are going to be together, I glue them together before I have to start laying them down and everything else. And there we go. Hope my head wasn't in the shot. That would be ultimately too funny. All right. Now, let me wipe the tip of this off because I always do. Put the needle back in. These have little covers because boy, these are very sharp. All right, let me dry this. I'm loving that though. I like the colors. Let me dry this and we'll be right back. Okay, this is somewhat dry. We'll get the big bucket of markers and I'll take a pen from the Color Flow, which I got from Dollar Tree. And I will make these look darker because I want to continue this chain for this all the way up and until you can't see it anymore. So you just create a fake chain. I mean, you can get as crazy as you want. I just didn't want it just hanging out of nowhere. Same with this one. And, you know, now I can go around and define my buildings. I can add to my buildings. Please don't let my big head be in the way. Here, I'll pull this down a little bit so you can see better what I mean. I'll go over that. I can even add to these. And then I can put this in here. Just like it was a part of it, just that. And there's so much you can do with these. I just changed mine around to fit what I was going for. I can outline her. I can add shadow with a black watercolor pencil. I mean, yeah. Let's see. Where's a black paint pen? Because I know we're running into quite a bit of time here. There we go. Michael's Craft Smart paint pens. Just make sure they're shook up pretty good. Let me come out here. And Just, whoops. Oh well, who cares? It's just because I'm rushing due to the length of the video. If I wasn't rushing, I wouldn't have done that. But I can still fix that. I can just hit it with some blue paint. And that gives this piece a border. I mean, there's so many things like this. I can define this chain more, you know, or this one. There's just a lot you can do. Like I said, I like to just give everybody a jumping off point. If you use the blues and the greens, all the cool colors, I know I've got some warm colors thrown in here, but it is what it is. Make your background your warm colors, unless you are doing monochromatic, which that's cool too. I have some pages that are like that. And let's just finish doing this really quick. The sentiment says that your true colors shine through. Like Cyndi Lauper said, but some people aren't old enough to know who Cyndi Lauper is. But there's our page. You can change whatever you want on these. I could have changed it these if I wanted to. I can add different colors. I can paint them different colors. I can use watercolors to change the colors of them. That's the thing. You can change whatever you want on these to suit your vision. All right. That is our art journal page today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. There are so many people watching the videos, and I guess it's hard to get people to subscribe. I don't know. I'm just starting out, but I do appreciate it if you would subscribe. I will try to answer your questions to the best of my knowledge. But I do know you can completely change these up. I mean, my next one is this one. I'm gonna change things up for that too. These are just a jumping off point. You can change it up however you like to suit whatever you want. Like I said, I'll fix that. But it's all good. Thanks for watching. Have an amazingly blessed day. Bye for now.